Aaron, clearly the results were different for Giancarlo tonight, but what, if anything, looked different about his approach in the box tonight?
I mean, he just got the head of the bat there. Again, obviously hasn't got a lot of results before tonight, but he's been in his at-bats. There's been some swing and miss in there, but there's been really competitive at-bats. And, again, sometimes you got to roll with that with G a little bit, and good to see him get a number of really good swings off tonight.
Do you feel like he needed a night like tonight?
We all need a night like that once in a while, but I don't know. I mean, he's so mentally tough and disciplined to what he's trying to do that I don't worry about things snowballing on it. He's just got to get comfortable and get settled in the box. And again, I feel like he's been in the fight this whole time, just hadn't gotten the results yet.
Home runs by Judge, Rizzo, Stanton, 9 runs total. Do you feel like this is just a glimpse of what this offense could be?
Well, I mean, I hope so. It was good to kind of break through there. Gosman, who's obviously really, really tough, didn't have his best stuff tonight. And, on a cold night, I think it was tough for the pitchers to kind of, get into rhythm and get in that good groove. But it was good to see us, kind of pile on a little bit there early on. So, hopefully this is something that jumpstart a few guys.
Soto was kind of shaking his hand after running into the fence out there in right field. Is he okay?
He seemed all right, yeah.
Who else? Max.
Watching Giancarlo operate over the years, what do you think has allowed him to go on those, patented streaks that he has?
Well, he's Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, he's MVP, 400-something homers. Like, that's who he is. That's what he's capable of. He's I think obviously he can be streaky, but, his talent allows him to, when he gets it rolling, to really, he's a carrier.
And what'd you think of Clark tonight?
Clark was good. Again, I think it was a tough night a little bit to pitch. So his pitch count kind of got away there a little bit. Had a couple of walks that, had a chance to put some guys away, at the bottom of the lineup, had some count leverage and end up losing them. Didn't give up a ton of hard contact in the hits he gave up. I think he was a little bit unlucky there, but just not quite as sharp with his command.
Brian to the right.
You had said yesterday how it was almost a great day, but a good day just because of the result in the home opener. But then to actually jump out early and get the first win at home, loud crowd, just how big of a exhale is that?
Yeah, well, especially when you run out to a big lead and you're hanging on for dear life at the end. That's an extra exhale. Those aren't the easiest games to be in when you run out to those leads, because, man, you start thinking, man, you can do some things here, and then all of a sudden it's a couple bounces go a certain way, and credit the Blue Jays, they kept scrapping and got themselves back into it with a chance. So, but no question, to be able to closing it anytime you win a major league game, it's not an easy thing, and to get the first one here at home is exhale's part of it, but also you enjoy that.
To the left, Brian.
Aaron, to go back to the first inning, Soto works a 7-pitch walk, and then Judge puts one in the seats. Is that kind of the combination with those two guys you were talking about all spring?
That's a pretty good look to it. I was watching, Soto coming at me, getting ready to score, and Judgy coming around third base, and I'm like, that's how you draw it up right there. So, our two big boys there getting us rolling right out the gate.
Dan to the right.
Aaron, just you touched on it with the bullpen up 6-0 in the first and 9-2 in the seventh, and then to have to go to the high leverage guys. Is that difficult to deal with?
Yeah, but it's not easy to win. So a win's a win, and sure you'd like it to go a little, but we were short some guys anyway down there. So I was going to maybe let Victor try and get that final out in the eighth there, because especially he was efficient there. But I just wanted to try and slam the door there if I could in the eighth, with Ian and Bichette coming up. So it doesn't always go according to plan, but shaking hands sure solves a lot of things.